Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ratna Juwita with student number 1922-0068 from before 2019 English Education. I want to present my professor research about improving student speaking skill through role play. Background of study. English becomes the most essential language in the world. Almost all the people from many different countries around the world use it to communicate. The area of English has always become a special interest. It is because of the importance of English in any scope of our lives. English holds the key of position as an international language. According to Departemen Pendidikan Nasional 2003, the 43, um, English is a tool of communication among peoples of the world to get trade, social culture, science, and technology goals. Moreover, English competence is important in career development. Therefore, students need to understand and use English to improve their confidence to face global competition. In the international relationship, English speaking ability is very important to be able to participate in the wider world of work. The speaking skill is measured in terms of the ability to carry out a conversation in the language. From David 2001, the 89. People who know a language are referred to as speakers of that language. This reality makes teachers and parents think that speaking ability should be mastered by their students and children. Research question. Based on the background of the study, the present research proposes to answer the following questions. First is, will role-play solve students' problem in speaking? And last is, how far role-play activity can improve students' speaking ability? Aim of the study. The main purpose of this study are, first, to know if role-play solves students' problem in speaking, and last is to find out how far the role-play activity can improve students' speaking ability. Hypothesis. As Budiman 2004, the 15, define that hypothesis as is the summary of theoretical conclusion of library research, and it is considered as answer assumption of the problem. The hypothesis of this proposal is role-play will solve students' problem in speaking, and it can improve student speaking. Significance of role-playing in improving student speaking skill. In my opinion, this method is very useful for anyone who is interested in English, especially for the students, teacher, and institution. First, for the students, it is assists them to solve their problem in speaking activity, and it can help them to improve their speaking ability. It has been mentioned before in the above discussion that role-play is one of the activities to promote speaking. Through the role activities, the students learn how to express ideas, opinions, or feelings to others by using words or or sounds of articulation. Second, for this teacher, it gives the alternative solution in teaching speaking. Finally, for the institution of SMPN 28 Bandung, it can be beneficial regarding to improve the education quality. Research method. A. Population and sample. First is population. The population of the study is the first grade students of SMPN 28 Bandung. The total numbers of population is 160 students. Number 2 is sample. The study collect one class of sample. The study chose 7C sampling technique used was cluster random sampling, so that data collection will be easier. B. Data collection procedure. First is experimental teaching. To gain the data, the writer performed experimental teaching at SMPN 28 Bandung. The writer conduct the research by using role-play in speaking. This experimental class held for 3 times in teaching, and it take 2 weeks. Number 2 is pretest. The writer gives students some oral questions. Then the scores are divided into 5 criteria, which are the scores of vocabulary, grammar, pronunciation, fluency, and comprehensions. Then, to get the mean, the scores from all criteria are summed up and divided into 5. Number three is post-test. Post-test. The writer gives post-test to the students. The test similar to the pre-test. To the post-test will give after the treatment by teaching speaking using role play. The scores are divided into 5 criteria, which are the scores of vocabulary, grammar, pronunciation, fluency, and comprehension. Then, to get the mean, the scores from all criteria are summed up and divided into 5. Questionnaire. The use of this technique is to gain the data from students in accomplishing this study. It is to know their improvements. Terminology. It is important to clarify some terms used in this research. They are defined as follows. First is speaking. According to Collins, 1986, the word speaking derived from the word speak, which means an oral communication between two or more persons to exchange ideas by talking together. According to Chani, 1998, speaking is this process of building and sharing meaning through the use of verbal and nonverbal symbols. In a variety of contexts, while, while another expert, Webner, 1960, said language is essentially speech, and speech is basically communication by sounds, and according to him, speaking is a skill used by someone in daily life communication, whether at school or outside. The skill is acquired by much repetition, and primarily a neuromuscular and not intellectual process. It consists of competence in sending and receiving message. From the above definition, it can be inferred that speaking means process in which a speaker sends information or message to a listener. In this research, speaking means the ability of students to express their ideas, opinion, or feelings to others by using words. Number 2 is role play. Uh, Proctor, 1996, defined role as the person whom an actor represents in a film or play. While roleplay is a method of acting out particular ways of behaving or pretending to be other people who deal with new situation. It is used in training courses, language learning, and psychotherapy. According to Highcraft, 1978, roleplay is one of communicative techniques which develops fluency in language students, which promotes interaction in the classroom, and which increases motivation. Haycraft mentioned the 3 elements in role-playing: what the characters want, who they are, and their moods or attitudes at the times. These elements are then affected by how the situation develops. In this research, role-play means a method of teaching speaking to improve students' ability in English. Will be like short drama. This is the bibliography where I get this um, research. So that's all from me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.